Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of season 4 at Köln. We have a game in the Champions League against CSK Moscow to start us. Then following that up, we have Freiburg away. And judging by the feedback on yesterday's episode and the one before, it's difficult. I either play every game and then people complain that I'm playing every game and it's taking too long, or I go a month per episode and then I get complaints that I'm not playing enough games and it's affecting our progression through the competitions and our performance in the competitions. So what I'm going to try and do is find a happy medium. Not necessarily going to do a month per episode, not necessarily going to only do 3 games played per episode. Just going to play the games I want to play, sim the games I think that we can win and aren't that relevant, and then we'll work our way through the season at the pace that we work our way through the season. How's that sound? Right, okay, good. CSK Moscow to start, Freiburg, probably then sim Dusseldorf, and then we'll play Sevilla and probably end the episode there. I think that probably is the best thing to do at present. And then moving forward tomorrow, we'll have Werder Bremen, Bayer Leverkusen and Liverpool probably. With Mainz being the form side that they are this season, I'm going to have to play those games in the league. So I'm not necessarily going to be doing a month per episode. I'm not necessarily going to be only doing 3 played games and nothing else per episode. We'll just take it as it comes, rather than constantly ask for feedback and be like, what do you want, what do you want, what do you want? Just gonna make content, I think, and then if you enjoy it, good. Let's start with CSK Moscow away, shall we? And see if we can get a little bit of a boost in morale. Verstrata is in good form. We might see him in this one. I mean, CSK Moscow the weakest side in the group, so no. Sevilla so far have been the weakest side in the group, but we battered them last time, so I think we can rotate slightly and still get a decent result. So maybe players like Verstrata will get the opportunity. Our players are strong and talented. I'm not too worried about the way things have been going recently. We're actually on a decent run of form, result-wise. Performance-wise, I can clearly make improvements. I've been making too many defensive mistakes, and I need to cut those out. Actually, there's been some response actually to swap wings with Felipe Anderson and Kingsley Coman, so I will do that moving forward as well. I'm going to rotate slightly for this CSK Moscow game and give players like Mitchell Weiser a game, etc, etc. We'll play in what do we play in this kit? Let's play in this kit, why not? Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Right, I'm going to go and have a little bit of a fiddle with my starting lineup, and then we'll jump into the game here against the Russians. CSK Moscow's starting lineup looks very similar to that from the first leg. I think actually it might even be the same. Nishimura, Zagoev and Efremov. Vlasic on the left, Fernandez on the right. Pretty sure that's the same 11, although I can't recall if Shenikov played in the first game. Regardless though, we were very good in the first game against CSK Moscow in the group stage. We shall hope, even though we're now away from home, to replicate that performance and result. To Martinez. Oh, that's a lovely turn, actually. And layout. Martinez again. Leao again. Oh, what a dream start. Lisandro Martinez with a great footwork. And Rafael Leao again with a tidy finish. Wasn't actually that far in the corner, I don't think. I tried to get it right in the corner just to ensure that it went in. It's a lovely run by Lisandro Martinez. Great turn. And the 1-2 worked beautifully. And yeah, it was fairly central, actually. Quite near the keeper. We see a better angle for it. There we go. I tried to get it right into the corner. You can see it's constantly turning back towards the keeper. Nearly hit his foot and was saved, but thankfully it didn't. And Leao gives us an early 1-0 lead in the 6th minute. Perfect start to the game. Shenikov. Decent switch out to the left-hand side. That's a great first-time ball towards Vlasic. I'm going to try and close him down, although he's being a bit fancy. That's a hell of a ball across. I don't think it was Jonas Hector on that. No, it was. It's going to be a corner. I thought Mario Fernandez was going to hit that on target there. Thankfully, Jonas Hector gets up and gets it away. Vlasic will get the ball into the middle. His previous cross was decent. Something from the training ground, perhaps. If it is, it's very unorthodox. And it wasn't that effective either. Trying something, though. Fair play to them. CSK Moscow, they're trying something out of left field to try and get themselves a result from this game. Because obviously, whatever they tried in the first leg most certainly didn't work. I see Trezeguet on the far side. That's who the cross was aimed for. It's going to fall kindly for Leao. He'll take the shot early. It's a good save by Akinfeev to deny us a second. And him a second. To be fair, Akinfeev made some good saves in the first game against them as well to stop us from winning by an even larger margin. So decent stop that. Trezeguet delivers the ball. I'm not going to get on the end of that. Verstrata, I could try and volley that first time, or I get it inside here to Hadji, and he can miss. Shenikov, Efremov into Nishimura. That wide hit to Mario Fernandez. Is there a cross? I don't think so. Shenikov, oh, there might be now. Nice little ball to Efremov. There's the cross. A easy way though. Tall enough to deal with it, but they keep throwing the ball into the box here, CSKA Moscow. Eventually, something will work if they do it enough times. Oh, that was a really unorthodox header away from Verstrata. Leao might even keep that in and ensure that we can go on a counter-attack. Efremov, oh, cheers, mate. Didn't even get it. Liverpool score in the other game. They're now 1-0 up against Sevilla. We had a real humdinger of a competition with Liverpool when we were playing CSKA last time. Every time we scored, well, no, the first couple, every time they scored, we scored moments later. Then we scored a fourth, and then they scored their fourth moments after us, the other way around. They actually went on to score a fifth, but thankfully we're still top of the group despite their goal difference being better than ours because it's done on head-to-head. So Weissert driving inside nicely, and Rafael Leao get this through to Hadji. Terrible touch, but somehow he's broken through the challenge. And still going here, Yanis Hadji, and he's earned the right to have the shot on himself, but unfortunately it was straight at the keeper. When you go on a run like that, I don't feel like squaring it to someone. I want to try and score a wonderful solo goal, especially when we're already in front. If we weren't winning and we're still level, I might have passed that, but Hadji went on a great run. Slightly fortunate halfway through it, but really well done. Here's Verstrata into Hadji. We'll look for Leao now. Oh, a superb. Can we finish? Yes, we can. That's a great goal. 2-0, and he's done it again. Ringing in the goals, Rafael Leao. Liverpool have scored their second. They're keeping up with us. Naby Keita that's picked up the goal on this occasion. Mario Fernandez working the ball about. Oh, if Sago ever got a better connection, that would have been a superb goal. He's gone for that left-hand corner when perhaps he'd have been better suited trying to bend it into the far corner, but he scuffed the shot. That's a really good opportunity for CSKA Moscow, that. They haven't really threatened much at all in either game against us, but that was really well worked, and perhaps they deserve a goal for just continuing to try and not giving up. Fair play to them for just grinding away, trying to score anything. Of course, with Sevilla continually losing, they are fighting for that third spot in the group, CSKA Moscow, to ensure they go at least through to the round of 32 stage of the Europa League once the group stage is finished. So they have an opportunity to do something else in Europe after this Champions League group. But it is going to be ourselves and Liverpool that go through. Question is, are we going to get any more goals in this game? There's still half an hour to go. Plenty of time to do so. Nishimura, Zagoev, Nishimura again. Not sure who to try and close him down with without opening space up for a shot. Oh my god. What a strike. First time. Takuma Nishimura kept that so low with that much power on it. So good save by Timo Horn. Shout out to the voice cracks. Cross comes in and punched away by Timo Horn. Flick that on, please. Well done, Trezeguet. Daniel Marlin is now on up top as he's come on for just pace. It's just pure pace. Catch me, lads. Sorry, you just can't. Daniel Marlin, 3. 3-0. They have a really good chance to score themselves. And, yeah, sorry. You're now even further behind. There's the final whistle. Another comfortable victory against Russian opposition. 4-0 in the game at home, 3-0 in the game away. Apologies to them, but they were not good enough in that fixture. And we will glide through now, I believe, to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I think we should have assured a top 2 spot there. Liverpool, in the end, won by 2 goals still against Sevilla, so we've pulled the goal back, goal difference-wise, against them. Sevilla, rock bottom now, having lost all 4 of their games so far. Verstrata actually did play well there. I won't keep the momentum going. I was going to say don't get carried away, but we'll keep the momentum going with Verstrata. With 2 goals to secure a win, Leao was the hero today. Another great performance from him. He was slightly tired. I took him off towards the end, and obviously Donyell Marlin came on and scored the 3rd. And my thoughts are that it was a great match for us, and hopefully we can build on that and continue our run of actually pretty decent form right now. Sorry, Kingsley, you weren't selected for that one, but you're certainly going to play in the next one against Freiburg, so don't worry too much. And it's that game against Freiburg where we shall head next, and hopefully pick up another set of 3 points in the league. We jumped up 4 or 5 places with just the victory at the end of yesterday's episode against Bayern. So, not against Bayern. Yeah, it was against Bayern. So, hopefully we can build on that. It's so very tight after 10 games. Top 2 with a bit of an edge, and then the rest of the league is just ridiculously tight. But fingers crossed we can get everything right in the game against Freiburg. And I'm counting on you in decisive moments, Kingsley. One of those decisive moments is coming up now against Freiburg. Schwolov in goal for Freiburg here. Lockyer, Heinz and Fernemeyer at the back. A regen on the left-hand side. That's intriguing this early on in a save. Barello and Salai sat either side of Svensson. Wait and see how good Dano Nascimento actually is on that left-hand side. Pretty strange to see a regen in this early on in a top division. In the lower divisions, where obviously they're lower rated, you'd expect it. But in a top division, in just early season 4, I'm surprised to see one in a top flight. We'll see if he's any good. Here's Draga down the right-hand side. He's quick. Bloody hell. Couldn't catch him. Oh, it's a good delivery. It's perfect delivery. Picks out Salai beautifully. Jorge Mera tried his best. You can see him on his knees in the box. Gonna look right down your throat now, aren't we? Cheers, pal. That was a brilliant cross. Goes so fast down the right-hand side. Cuts back. And it's just perfect. Just over Jorge Mera's head. Good angle for it there. He tried his best to get to it. Couldn't jump high enough. And Salai's on his own. It's a free header. And he's buried it down low into the corner. That's a top quality goal. A real high quality goal from Freiburg. Not the start we were after here. The polar opposite of what just happened in the Champions League. Trying to draw the number 36 towards me there so I can play Felipe Anderson in behind. We have been able to do so. I'll deliver it into the middle. And Kingsley Coman's there. And he's laid that back nicely to Hadji. And this could be a beautifully worked move if Rafael Leao could have at least held on to the ball there. Barello, they've got real pace in their front line. I'm struggling to deal with it here. Now, can he come up with a decent delivery? Yes, but he's ways on the end of it this time. This is really stretched. And I'm struggles here. Really struggling to deal with them. Hadji forward to Rafael Leao. He's taken out in his stride really well. And we should be level now. Always confident in Rafael Leao in that situation. We are level in the 23rd minute. Heavily relying on their pace. But, I mean, I heavily rely on mine as well. So, this is going to be an end-to-end game, I think. Lovely ball over the top. Draga crosses it early. Cleared away well. Felipe Anderson turns really nicely, actually. There's not been too much difference that I've seen so far from Felipe Anderson being on the other side. But we are only 27 minutes into the first game of me trying it, I suppose. Kingsley Coman finds Cozziello, who gets it to Leao. Cozziello is there again. Not sure which way to go here. A number of red and black shirts in the way. Oh, Lockyer with a good interception there. I thought I was going to squeeze that through to Kingsley Coman. We might have been going 2-1 up. As that was, we might be going 2-1 down. The pace they have up top. Svensson now getting in mind. It's the 3rd player that has just left my players for dead. Great. Oh, Jesus. Great block by Nicolas Stark. And I thought they were going to bury that at the second attempt there. It's a brilliant stop. And with the gap there to aim at the near post, I thought that was going in. Timo Horn wouldn't have got there if it was on target, just going inside the post. That's a let-off there. But the pace, they're leaving me for dead. Getting a taste of my own medicine here, because I've obviously got a lot of fast players, but I'm starting to see just how difficult a task opposition teams have against us when they play me with my pace, because I cannot deal with theirs. Yeah, oh, all free kick given. Good position for it as well. Do we shoot here? Again, I don't have a free kick specialist. We change the camera. We're just going to play this short into Hadji. Take a touch. Bury it. Not the first time that's worked for us. Delighted with that. Now we're 2-1 in front. We've turned it around. Salai. Oh, it's a great ball through to Svensson. Again, using their pace to their advantage. Although Hezbo was almost too fast for his own good there and overshot the potential block on it. Katterbach steps in there. Borello, get rid of that. No, Svensson's going to get to the ball first ahead of the defender. In the 49th minute, going into the 50th minute of the first half, we're going to be pulled back level to 2-2. Fans are going crazy, so much so the cameraman can't even deal with it. I'm really frustrated the defender hasn't gotten to that. He's goal side. He's goal side, and oh, that's really poor. And he's Jorge Mera again. It's not the first time this season we've seen him make a mistake. He's goal side there. He should be winning that header. My joint highest rated player, Jorge Mera, but he's starting to make a couple of mistakes. In this second, we've only had two shots in this half as well. Thankfully, we scored both of them. I'm going to try Anton and Stark for the remainder of this game. They might be lower rated, but perhaps they'll offer me a bit more security. It's a real shame to see Jorge Mera make these mistakes and run the risk of losing his first team spot, but there's not much else I can do other than stop the cross. The defender is in the right position. I've asked him to clear it, and he just hasn't done it for me. Lay out to Hadji. Kingsley Coman trying to arrive and squeeze through, but Lockyer's doing well here. Oh, Kingsley's done even better, though. And Lockyer's come back at me. Can we, at the beginning of the second half, get ourselves that lead back again? Who am I going to throw this to? Cozziello, I think. And then we'll go back there nicely to Hadji. And there's someone on the edge of the box here, and Lisandro Martinez. And arriving is Katterbach. We'll go back to Lisandro Martinez on his left. Should have done better. Through the gap. Rafael trying to shrug off one on his shoulder. And another one with him. Cozziello. Oh, Funamo has done well. Just not quite strong enough to hold the man off and have the shot. Nice little backwards header there from Lisandro Martinez. Working the ball about well. We'll still not be able to stop leaking goals at the other end, though. Go on, Cozziello. Keep that run going. Go on, Van Son. Oh, Traga again getting the better of him. An hour played here. I don't think making a change at this stage is going to do much for me offensively. Katterbach to Martinez. Cozziello, I'm going to try and spin the man that's with me now and shrug him off. And then Cozziello can go for the shot. Very nearly fell kindly for Leal there. Win this header, knock it down. Or, you know, use your feet. As long as it finds Kingsley Coman, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? He's on the overlap. It's a great run from him. I'm going to try and pull this back. Oh, Cozziello's first touch is able to stay in play. He's away, hit that early. The pressure is on here. The pressure is really on. But can we find this third goal? Really frustrated with myself, the fact that I'm needing 3 goals in a game, time and time again, to ensure I get victory. Kept clean sheets against CSKA Moscow twice, but back in Germany, I can't seem to do it. And I'm not entirely too sure why. Oh, I can't squeeze that through. Other than the individual mistakes I'm making, and the individual mistakes the AI are making for me, it's all kind of mistake-based, isn't it? Whether it's me or the AI, it's just not... It's not going for me in defence. But provided we still keep scoring goals, we'll still keep winning games. To Abrashi. Win that, please. He's away. Good lad. Verstraet's on as the second half substitute. Terrible pass. Salai to Grifo. The Italian could find someone. He's found Salai again. Oh, get to that, please. Ooh. Got a goal kick there. I genuinely thought he was just going to turn that home for a moment, or at least they were going to get the corner. Wow, we just managed to avoid that. But that could have been 3-2 Freiburg and game over. Hopefully we have the opportunity to make it 3-2 Köln. You always get that one more chance. Hadji's in behind here, and this could be that one more chance. Leao is there. Rafael! No, he sent it straight at the keeper. I'll knock it down. I'm not going to get it to the man on this near side. That was my one more chance. We're going to get one more on top of the one more chance. Daniel Marlin's come off the bench again to try and have an impact. Oh, squeezed away. We've got a throw, though. We'll keep possession. Trying to get this third goal. Dropping points here against Freiburg will be a real disappointment. No. I tried to squeeze it to Leao and the gap wasn't there. React, please. No. Hadji didn't react to it. Oh, and he's fouled him probably. Oh, it's going to be game. The opportunity worked brilliantly for Rafael Leao and anywhere but straight at the keeper like he did finish. And that's 3-2. Come on, quickly. Ref, let me play on. No! I probably wouldn't have scored anyway, but no! A 2-2 draw away from home against Freiburg. It's frustrating. Really frustrating. But to be fair, they were very, very good. We were much better in the second half than we were in the first. But we got all of our goals in the first half. Oh, it's bitterly disappointing. We're on an unbeaten run, certainly, but I'm not obsessed with it. I need to get wins, not draws. There's no point being unbeaten if you're only going to draw every game. You'll end up with 34 points and get relegated. Oh, tough game. We were surprised by the quality we showed. I wasn't surprised by the quality that we showed, but I was surprised by the quality that they showed, to be fair. Even just the sheer pace of them, let alone their quality with the ball at their feet. When they got the equaliser in the second half, I hope to get back in front. I mean, I aim to win as many games as possible, but unfortunately it wasn't to be today. We could have won it late on there through Rafael Leao, but he's unfortunately kicked it straight at the keeper. I might give Jorge Mera just a little bit of a rest. Nicolas Start is pleased to be playing regularly, and that's fair enough. He is playing regularly and has been playing well, but I keep conceding goals, lads. I keep doing it. No matter how hard I try to be defensively firm, the ball keeps flying in the back of my net. I don't want to manage Colombia, thank you very much. We're in an international break right now, and then I can't remember. Was it Owen? Oh, for Verstrata. No, we reject that, thank you. Of the two, Verstrata and Saliercia, Verstrata's been the better, and I was contemplating buying a new central midfielder, wasn't I, in January? But the way things are going so far, it might be the younger Saliercia that I move on and keep Verstrata, because he's the one that plays better for me. I think the next game was Fortuna Dusseldorf, wasn't it? Dusseldorf at home. We can sim this. It's a game that we should run out victors from. They're 15th in the league and have only got 12 points. We have 18 thus far and could go as high as third with a win. Let's be honest, with goal difference, it's going to be fourth. We're not going to win by 12 goals to nil, but we could win and get a decent result. And hopefully we will do that and shoot ourselves back up the table again. If only we'd have gotten the win against Freiburg, then it would have been even better. Right, at home against Dusseldorf. They won 2-0 against Augsburg, though, in their last game, despite losing 6-0 to Dortmund the week before that. They've had an injury after 9 minutes, but Cotsiello got a yellow, and Kingsley Coman gives us a 1-0 lead, and Felipe Anderson adds to it. Yes, lads, on the opposite wings, they're getting involved. That's what we needed. Marlon on for Leao. It's a Hezebue that gets the third. We're going to get a strong win against Dusseldorf. Verstrata from the penalty spot. 4-0, 5-0. Jorge Mera getting involved. Well, he's all right in simulated games. And a clean sheet. See what happens when I don't play. Right, we are already guaranteed to go through in the group. So actually, I'm probably going to sim this away game against Sevilla as well. I'll sim it with the rotated 11 so that my strongest 11 is still available for the next game in the league against Werder Bremen, which will be the third game that we play then in today's episode. I was planning on playing Sevilla, but with the group looking the way it is, we don't need to. So I might as well sim it, considering the result isn't going to affect our performance in the competition. And Liverpool are 3-0 up against CSK Moscow, so it looks like they're potentially going to get top of the group. But Jonas Hector gets us a goal. Mitchell Weiser picks up a knock, which is slightly frustrating. But if we can hold on to this 1-0 win, then we can go into the final game of the group stage. We have done. Play against Liverpool, and it is literally going to be winner takes all there, with whoever comes out on top in that game, finishing top of the group. And I think, despite the fact that their goal difference is better than ours, we should still be top of the group against with Liverpool. So, avoiding defeat in that game tomorrow should see us top the group as well. We are still top. We are still top. So, in tomorrow's episode, when we play that game against Liverpool, it's going to be avoiding defeat at the very least. Influential performance from Bornalv. Player in... Oh, Weiss is out for 6 weeks for the torn hamstring. That's really frustrating. Really frustrating. Disappointing for him as well. He's not involved in the starting lineup at present or even on the bench. Jonas Hector's still filling that role, so we will miss him. We will miss him, but thankfully, Champions League football ends soon, although December's a very busy month, so maybe we will miss him more than potentially we thought we might. Any other time of the year, and the fixture list would be sparse enough that we wouldn't miss him too much, but perhaps we will, considering the amount of fixtures that are coming up next month. Regardless, let's head into this game away from home against Werder Bremen. Get 3 points this time in the Bundesliga. Werder Bremen's starting lineup: Pavlenka in goal, who's a really capable goalkeeper. Augustinson, Gross, Velkovic and Bemo at the back, and Bogdan and Emmers in their midfield, with Fulkrug sat as a false 9. Wacker on the left, Johannes Eggestein on the right. They've not really got any standout names on the bench either, so this might be... Every time I see a team that isn't that strong, I feel like we should win. But we should win. You can have it back again, though, apparently. Falling straight free to another Werder Bremen man. Trying to get it off. Eggestein with Koziello has not worked. Velkovic inside here to Bogdan. And Bomb to Wacker. Augustinson. Give me that back, please. Well done, Kingsley. That was superbly done. Hadji will get to that. Forward to Leao. Support arriving, but I can't squeeze the pass off, unfortunately. Can we challenge there, though? Nearly. Felipe Anderson not quite fast enough. Not much he's not fast enough for, but on that occasion, missing a couple of extra pace stats. Here's Wacker. Cross straight into Kingsley Coman's chest. Again! Jorge Mera misses the header. I think that was just over him, like the first goal. Oh, ducked underneath it there, the first Werder Bremen man. Wacker to deliver the ball into the box. Oh, awkward to deal with that. Played back to Mbom. The man that took the corner was then offside. Good footwork, tackled by Heasaway. Kingsley, break. Come on, lads. Break with me. Come forward with me. Martinez will play it long, looking for Hadji. Perfect ball. Yanis Hadji. I'm so sorry. 1-0 FC Köln. I'm sorry. I know, it's cheap. I'm sorry. But we lead. Emmers down the line looking for Fulkrug. So on the side here. Anton in the way. Corners come in. There's only 6 minutes to go in this first half. Wacker will deliver. They've been trying some strange corner routines in today's episode, the AI. Haven't yet worked properly, but they've been a refreshing change of pace from the AI just doing what they have done there and just lofting it in, hoping for the best. Basically doing what I do from corners. Nice to see a bit of changing it up. Eggestein to Wacker again. Here's Bemo. Oh, Wacker, I've overcommitted there with the defender. Johannes Eggestein drills it into the middle and Jorge Mera in the way to get rid of it. He does well with his feet, Jorge Mera. It's just when the ball's in the air, he just seems to struggle for some reason. I'm not sure why. I see Koziello there in the middle, actually, and he's who I'll look to pick out here. It's a lovely ball. We'll look through there for Kingsley Coman. This is good football. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle by Augustinson. Had to time that right. How many times have we seen opportunities like that lead to a penalty? I'm going to take this short to Felipe Anderson and then pull it back to the edge of the box where Koziello's going to run in, smack it, and not give us a 1-0 lead. So we'll end up, not add to our 1-0 lead, sorry. So we shall stay just the 1 goal in front at half-time. And hopefully build on it in the second half. Been a lot of defensive green shirts around him at all times, but his hold-up play's been decent. Everybody's tightly marked as well. Kingsley Coman there. And look at the far side as well. If you look at the mini-map, look up, you can see it there, how tight they're marking Felipe Anderson, even on the far wing as well. They're man-marking to a man, and it's making it incredibly difficult to build stuff. Have to almost let them have the ball so that they have possession, so they can't mark me because they're too busy worrying about going forward. The only thing is, by employing that tactic, you're on the risk of scoring or conceding goals, and we have done. It's a really good cross. And again, the defender starts goal side. It's Lissandro Martinez this time. The defensive player starts goal side and still loses out on the header. It's unacceptable. The defensive AI just don't attack the ball anywhere near as much as the attacking AI, and there's nothing you can do about it. Even if you are in control of the man and ask him to come towards the ball to head it, they won't. Going to have to try and pick them apart again here, but it's going to be incredibly difficult because, well, just look at the way they swarm around Rafael Leao there when he gets possession. Now they're going to catch me on the counter. No, they're not, because Kingsley Coman's snuck in to get the ball back. Oh, it's a brilliant turn by Rafael Leao. I'm going to need some genius like that if we're going to get a second. Half an hour to go. I'm going to make a change or two just to try and freshen things up, but I don't feel like anything I'm doing here is actually opening them up. We're going to look back here on the right as well. Extra pace out wide to try and stretch the play a little bit more, and then maybe we can work some more space for Hadji and Leao in the middle. Here's Wacker. He's away trying to get to him. Luca Bacchio Trying to close down Bamo, and does so well, but with 7.5 minutes to go, we're running out of time. As are they, but will you throw the ball, please? Stop pump faking. Thank you. Bamo into the middle. Win that header. Well done. Get rid of it. Counter-attack. Come on. Let's go. I want this win. I'm going to give it to the man that has more stamina. And he's objectively quicker too. Daniel Marlin. Oh, trying to power his way through. That was fortunate, but sometimes you need a bit of luck if you're to get the result you're after. Daniel Marlin pulls it back. Oh, I'm not getting that luck though. Martinez into the middle. As he picks up that ball. Cosiello, Luca Bacchio into the middle again. No, it's cleared away by Moisander, the Finnish defender, tracking back to ensure that we aren't able to square that to a teammate. Martinez with the tackle, but it's going to fall 3 to Moisander again. And it looks like it's going to be a draw against... Oh, will it be? You always get one final chance, they say. Come on, Raphael. No. Oh, free kick given. Oh, this is the moment. This is the moment. Oh, but it's not really close enough to be able to have a meaningful opportunity to do what we did before and pass it inside. Hadji does have a better free kick, apparently. It does suit a right footer on this side. Oh, I don't want to put it over there, there-ish. And I'm going to have to time this. Oh, Pavlenka holds on. Pavlenka holds on. The only way to guarantee a chance on goal was to shoot there. If I'd have passed it, I wasn't sure I'd definitely have the opportunity to shoot. It's 4 points dropped. A draw against Freiburg, a draw against Werder Bremen, and I do genuinely believe that's 4 points dropped. We took a back draw against Hertha Berlin. Hanover beat Freiburg, something that we weren't able to do. We'll see where that puts us in the table. We're not obsessed with the unbeaten run. Obsessed with trying to turn these draws into wins is what I should be obsessed with. Most fans expected a victory today, as did I. But there's only so many times I can say it's something to learn from. Really disappointed in the manner in which we conceded the goal. Another defender not attacking the ball. We aim to win every match. It's so frustrating. I don't know whether you guys have any options or suggestions for trying to win those aerial battles other than just having taller wing backs. Great work. Oh, we've sold the shirts. Okay, that's good. Well, the board are happy with us. We are actually up 2/3, but we have now played a game more than everybody around us. So if we hadn't dropped 4 points, if we'd beaten Freiburg, if we'd beaten Werder Bremen, we would be 26 points to the good this season and only 5 off top. As it happens, we're 9 off top. Dortmund could go above us, Schalke could go above us, Leverkusen similarly, and Frankfurt and Bayern. No, Bayern would only go to 21. Yeah, no, Bayern could go above us if their goal difference was good enough. No, we're on 22, aren't we? I was looking at Dortmund. So we could go down. We're up in 3rd, but we could go down as far as 8th if other results go the way that you would expect them to. It's a topsy-turvy season thus far that hasn't necessarily been that good for anyone. At the top of the table, the two sides that were pulling away are starting to slow up a little. Mainz is definitely slowing up. Although Wolfsburg has won 10 of their opening 13. And it is a very busy month of December. Now, I need to avoid any training injuries here. And we have done, thankfully. It's Leverkusen we face first. We dropped to 6th, thanks to the other results. We're down to 6th. Leverkusen, Liverpool. Then we've got Mainz twice, once in the cup as well. Stuttgart at home and Mönchengladbach away. We'll see what we can do tomorrow, but we just need to close the gap. It's been so frustrating. Like, I have decent defenders, but they're not winning these aerial encounters, and it's costing me. The amount of goals we're conceding from crosses and headed chances is so annoying. I've cut out the mistakes today with regards to playing out from the back, but when the ball gets lofted in, I'm not winning the aerial battles, and I'm not sure what to do to combat that now. Even if there is anything I can do to combat that, because where the defenders are is decided by the AI, not me, as I'm trying to stop the cross coming in. So when it comes in, you have to rely on the defensive AI to move to the right position to win the header, and they don't. So I'm just going to have to try better to stop the AI crossing, I guess. But that's going to be all for today's episode. We're pleasing the board, which is good news. We actually aren't towards the top of the goal scoring charts right now, which is not necessarily bad news, but it's certainly different news than we're used to. Look back here with 5 goals. It's my highest league goal scorer this season. Leao's just gone up to 84 rated though, so that's good. Yeah, Leao with 9 in all comps, but 5 in the Bundesliga, 4 in the Champions League, and Luka Bacchio with 4 in the Champions League. Similar. Looks like Leao was doing better in the Champions League with 4 in 3, and 5 in 6 for Luka Bacchio in the Bundesliga. Marlon's got 5 in 9 in the Champions League, but only 1 in 8 in the Bundesliga. We're still scoring enough goals, but I'm just conceding too many. We'll be better tomorrow, I hope. I'll see you then.